Well, Shalom, welcome back. You know, on a regular basis, we touch the Shoah, the Holocaust. We educate, we remember. We remember and we never forget. And we have with us Joseph Freeman. Joseph's written 5 books. He has 2 more on the way. He has survived the Shoah. He has survived the Holocaust. Joseph lives, I believe, in Pasadena. There's more Jews coming to Pasadena now because Joseph led the way. But more important, Joseph has what one might label as a photographic memory. He's over 90 years old. He's 91, and he remembers. He remembers so that he can share with us. I know your most recent book, Kingdom of Night,
Yes.
has to do also with your wife.
Yes.
Was it difficult to write the story that involves your wife?
I'll tell you something. This book I wrote in 1999. I didn't publish it because this book is a story of a Jewish woman who is a symbol of all women, regardless of race or religion, who went to Auschwitz. This is the planet of Auschwitz, the kingdom of night, and survived. She is one for the women who didn't cross the line, because in Auschwitz you couldn't live longer than 60 days. After this, they put you in the oven. If some survive, it's by a miracle, or as women have a better chance to survive than men. Why? For a cup of water, a piece of bread, they sold their body to the SS man, to Ukrainian, to get a cup of water, a piece of bread, or a cup of soup. In a lot of the women who went to this machine of destruction survived, not too many. I used to travel with my wife all over the world to lecture. When I came to some places, I still saw women alive, women who crossed the line. And I didn't like to publish my book, not to cause moral suffering for the women. Because please remember, the Nazis have been trying to turn us to animals. But only the believer in the Almighty keeps some of us alive. Because of this we survive. After 62 years, I'm publishing this story. Why? Because all of them passed away. And now is the time, because something like this nobody wrote. You have books, 100 books about the Holocaust, but nobody painted a picture from women, how she was fighting the devils with the moral standard from her home, from her religion. She's not only a symbol for the Jewish people, for all women who went this kind of trauma and survived. Because of this, I didn't publish this book. I publish it now.
The interesting thing, too, I want to tell you, Joseph, is at 91,
Yes,
meaning that you were like in the late 20s,
yes.
you were mature. You knew what was happening. You weren't like a 5-year-old or a 12-year-old.
But I have to tell you, this whichever I was telling you is my books. In 1937, Menachem Begin sent me to a leadership school because I belonged to the Revisionistic organization in Poland before the war. I went for a special training for a month. After this, I teach Jewish young men about the of Zionism, about the Jewish history, about who we are and what is our goal. Now I have to tell you a story which nobody knows. Only a close circle to Menachem Begin know this. In 1939, 10 days before the World War II, we get orders to organize the members from Beit Chai, Masada to run away over the books, over the river. Because Jabotinsky said in 1939 in the Jewish paper Heid, he said he wrote an article, "Brothers, leave everything, get out from Poland, the Hitler will kill all of you." Nobody believed. You know, the orders came too late. We have only 10 days. We didn't have a telephone this time in Poland. If the war would be 10 days later, you would have about 200,000-300,000 Jewish men from the refugees in the Soviet area. You know?
Not enough time to get out.
Yes. When I came to this country, I came with a wife, with 2 children. I was showing you pictures when I came.
What year did you come here?
1951.
Okay, what happened between then, the end of World War II and 51? Where were you?
51. 51, I have been liberated. For my book, I have been liberated in 1945 in 26th of April by American GI. I made a movie which I brought here, how a Holocaust survivor met his liberator 42 years later. I made this for professional people. And when I work in museum in Los Angeles, I work over there 16 years. Ever when ambassador for Germany who was in Los Angeles get from me this book with the St. Joseph Freeman. You will remember what happened before you maybe was born. I gave away about 20 books to ever when ambassador.
When you came to Los Angeles, which was about 6 years after the end of the war,
Yes.
what did you do?
First of all, when I came to Pasadena, I was trying to go back to school to get my doctorate degree because I was supposed to be a doctor. I have, access to Caltech because some people from the Jewish community introduced me. I went to a test and they approved me, and I told them I don't have money. So they gave me a job for a maintenance man. And I was supposed to make $65 a week. And I came to my wife and I said to her, Helen, this which I have a choice. We take the hardship. I will working, I will study daytime, nighttime, between them. I will take some additional jobs. I hope in 3-4 years from today, I will be a professional man and I will start my new life here. She said, okay, we start. Next morning, somebody from Caltech came and said to me, sorry, you couldn't get this job because somebody from another department lost his job in another city and they brought him in. You aren't a citizen. So what I said, I went out. This is my book. And I was laying on the grass and crying. I said, Lord, what I can do? I came home. A minute I stepped to the door. My wife looked at me. She said to me, I know, you don't have to tell me. She said to me, Joseph, we live in Germany. And we have made, so far we came to this country. Okay, we do whichever is possible. I start from the beginning, sweeping for, putting nails on roofs in Pomona. I done everything till I start my own business. I work only 3 months. After this I start peddling. I was good in talking broken English. I was selling. Someone in Silver said, I opened my first store, I built my first store, I built my second store, I went out on Old Raymond in Pasadena.
What kind of stores did you have?
Furniture store.
Furniture.
I have a 25,000 square foot furniture store. And I was selling furniture, so it wasn't at the beginning so easy.